Hey everybody, Wolfie here. A little bit of maintenance today. Got to put, well, I don't have to, but I'm going to be putting a new chain and new plug in the Wild Thing. It's a good little saw so far. As bad as it sounds for someone that spends so much time in the woods, I'm not very good at sharpening a chain, even using like the guides and all that other crap. So I tend to kind of screw them up a little bit when I'm working on them. And I'd like to use this chain to cut, like file down to use as a ripping chain for the sawmill. And well, I'm gonna have to do that before it gets too bad, and well, it will if I keep sharpening it. But yeah, we've got a brand new chain for it. Cool thing about Poulan is, I don't know if it shows in the camera, but that yellow spot that's up here at the end, their bars and chains and everything are color coded, and it makes things a lot easier to find when you're out shopping for them, because well, there's a lot of options out there. So yeah, we'll get this thing set up on the bench, and by bench I mean the table, and we'll get to work on it. Okay, so we'll get started here with the easy part. I'm going to loosen the chain off, or the bar off. Having the piece on here for the sawmill makes things a little bit different than normal, but not much. It's going to be just a matter of taking it off as well. Now, I'm going to loosen everything down just to make it a little bit easier to work with. There we go. Now I'm not sure how much slice in the camera, so we may have to pause partway through this just so I can throw a bit of a charge back into it. But hopefully we'll get at least some of this done. Okay, take the nuts, do not lose the nuts. There's my T-plate for the sawmill attachments. Now this is going to need a good cleaning too. I had to cut a couple pretty crappy logs out of the way. Sweeping the floor after this. Alex is out there barking at a helicopter. Okay, pretty easy. Loosen, bring the bar back all the way. Remove your old chain. Take the bar off. Like I said, this is gonna need a good cleaning. And I'm going to have to pause the video making and go get the little monster. Okay, and we're back. And Alex has joined us inside the camp. Now, got everything, took advantage of this and got everything all cleaned up. Everything seems really good on here. So gotta make sure I'm putting that on right. Yeah. I'd like to get a whole new bar for this thing, but oh, okay. New chain. Brand new chain. Now, important thing, make sure you put it on properly, facing the right direction. So you gotta look at your teeth direction. Everything looks good. Make sure it's into the groove nice. Go. Go. Perfect. Well, somewhat. Okay. Now, side panel back on. Make sure the adjusting screw goes in the right spot on the bar. Yeah, it's not going to be even close. Okay, start to move the bar, so we'll get it set back properly again. Now, very, very important to have a good chain on your saw, as most people know. Pretty easy to change them out when you need to. Unless you're me, it's pretty easy to sharpen them. Tighten that off just a hair. You want your chain to spin freely, but not be too loose. And that's still too loose, in my opinion. Yeah, that's still way too loose. So. It's going to need a good oiling, that's for sure. Which it'll get shortly, because I got a couple trees I got to cut up. So a little too much. Being touchy. There we go. Now, an important thing to remember is when you're doing this, your saw bar can move up and down when it's sitting in here loose, like before you tighten it. And you want to lift up on the end as you're tightening down the lock nuts. And don't tighten them down too much. Don't force them. You want them good and snug. If you want them actually tight, but just don't force them tight. You risk damaging the saw a great deal. There we go. New chain, ready to go. And yeah, and we're back. Got a bit more charge into the battery on the camera. Okay, so under this top cover, you've got your spark plug, you've got your air filter. Both need to be kept an eye on. The cover's got 3 screws, one at the front on this side, and one at the back on this side, and one on the opposite side at the back over here. So it comes off pretty easy. Now this thing starts and runs absolutely beautiful, so I'm not changing the plug out, but I wanted you to see where it is. Now the air filter, on the other hand, needs a good cleaning. I should have actually bought a brand new air filter for it too while I was doing my parts shopping. Make sure when you're wiping it down and cleaning it off, you do it well away from the saw. You do not want any of this dust coming down into this section here, because this is your intake for your carb. Okay, so got it wiped all down. Like I said, this thing starts and runs beautifully. I just wanted to make sure to share this part of the process with you. I'll turn the light on here. Makes it a little easier to see. But yeah, here's your plug. I'll pop the cap off here. And let's see if this is the right size wrench on my... It is. There we go. But like I said, not changing it out, although I do have a brand new plug for it. Cap's on. Filter's wiped down. Cover goes back in nice and easy. Make sure everything's lined up. And it'll just be a matter of tightening the screws back down. And then we'll go outside to see how she's running. Okay, I got her all gassed up. Oh, everything closed back up on the casing. Pretty easy. Pull choke all the way out. Make sure the dog's not in the way. Chain brake's on. Now, they give you this little step. You can put your foot on it like this. I don't do that. Couple shots with the primer. Fired, so there we go. And there we have it. She's all ready to go. Get the camera angled up here a bit. Oh. Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, this is for the Poulan Wild Thing. It's a good little saw. I've had no issues whatsoever with it. Kind of really liking it actually, because it's lightweight. It's got a pretty good powerful engine to it. So got to keep it running good, well maintained, well oiled, and yeah, cut lots of wood with it. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Till I see you again, everyone have a great day.